Hey guys, what is up? Time to share some more CDs with you. So, gonna continue on through my Sigur Rós collection. I do have all of Sigur Rós's albums in one form or another. It's just not all CD, but here we have what I like to call parentheses. Some like to call it brackets or the brackets album or something along those lines. I like to just call this parentheses, but it does have a slipcase. This is a good album to start off with for Sigur Rós. Maybe not quite the best. I'd say maybe a good second or third, but it's about my second favorite album. But yeah, there's recently a 20th anniversary remastered edition that came out, and usually I don't really like the words remastered because they usually sound worse. But in my opinion, it's actually the definitive way to listen to it. The remastered vinyl sounds so amazing. But yeah, it's a little bit more less production heavy, I'd say. A little bit more raw sounding, and I rather like it. 8 songs. They're sort of untitled, but you can look them up on the internet, what the names are or whatever. This is probably the best album to actually start off with. Talk, which translates to thank you. This is a little bit more on the orchestral side. It's a little bit more poppy and accessible. I'd say not quite as poppy as a very hard to pronounce album that followed up this one, but this one's pretty solid. Now, when I think of like the best album to start off with, I do think it needs to be poppy, more poppy and accessible, but at the same time, like I kind of feel like it needs to be a good representation of their sound. And yeah, I wouldn't say the follow-up was the best representation. It's good, it's not a good representation. This one, you get a good idea of like what Sigur Rós is when you listen to it, and it's just a little bit easier to listen to than their other albums. So this album, I think it's like Vartheim or something like that. It's sort of the B-sides to it, I guess you'd say, but it's a compilation, 2-disc. So first one is like demos and rarities and alternate versions, more proper studio recordings, full art for it. And then the Haim side is like acoustic live tracks. I believe all the songs featured on it are from previous albums, but yeah, this is released to accompany a film that they did. It was had some live footage, a lot of live audio. It was kind of really more of a documentary on Iceland, I'd say, more than anything else. I mean, it was just kind of like a lot of footage of Iceland. Not too much focus on the band, actually, but it's a pretty nice film if you ever look it up. So this is a collaborative project that they did with Steinar Andersen, Hilmar Orn Hilmarsson, and Maria Hold Marken Sigurðardóttir. But yeah, this is Odin's Raven Magic. It's not the most Sigur Rós album project. I don't really feel like it's quite proper to call this a Sigur Rós album, more of a project that they're involved in. But yeah, it's kind of like this orchestral piece. I believe it's Steinar Andersen who does the majority of the vocals. Jónsi does do some vocals, but it's kind of a bit operatic. Yeah, I believe it was the lyrics are, inspired by a lot of Greek mythology, particularly surrounding Odin and his ravens. So, yeah, moving out of Sigur Rós now, we have Sleeper Cars West Texas, This is the only album from them. This is a project of Jim Ward, formerly of At the Drive-In, currently in Sparta. Put out a pretty good solo album a few years ago. But yeah, this is like a alt country album. It's pretty solid, actually. So there's back to, I like songs like, Broken Promise, Wasting My Time, Kings and Compromises, Sounding Alarm, Stumble In. There's a lot of solid songs on here. I really enjoy it. Now we're getting into some Smashing Pumpkins, so I got 2 albums from them, and honestly, most people agree they're like about midway through their career, so they went pretty downhill. But yeah, we got Siamese Dream, pretty solid album. What is that one song? Funny thing is, I'm not sure if I even know the title of it. Oh well. There's one song in particular that I really enjoy, and I don't even know its title. So the thing is, like, I use my DVD player to play CDs, actually, and it doesn't have any display, so yeah, I don't really, I'm not the best at keeping up with song titles, I must admit, but pretty decent album. I like the other album I'm about to show a little bit more personally, though. So, yeah, now moving on to Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. So, yeah, I prefer this album to Siamese Daydream. They're both pretty good, though. This one's a doozy to listen to. I mean, it's 2 discs, 28 songs. Long-ass record. Yeah. Show you all the stuff that comes with it. I do rather like the art for it. And the other half, the other disc of the art behind it. And you do have another booklet for it. More art focus. Strangely, I kind of prefer the more minimalist art from the other book, though. I don't know. I'm just weird like that, but so yeah. Moving on, got a couple Smith's albums on vinyl. This is the only CD I have. Trying to remember the name of their other compilation, but I've been meaning to pick up that one too. But I do have Louder Than Bombs, featuring songs like Shoplifters of the World Unite, London, Panic, Heaven Knows I'm Miserable for Now. I'm Miserable Now is a really popular one. See, The Night Has Opened My Eyes is a song that's kind of recently taken on a special meaning for me, so yeah. Its case is pretty beat up on both sides. I imagine something happened that cracked it all the way through, but I guess it was empty at the time because, the disc is intact, the booklet's intact. Yeah, somebody at some point probably just put this stuff in a broken CD case because they wanted to use the intact case for a just those of more importance to them than this, but it's still pretty solid in my opinion. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end it for now today, so yeah, I will get back with you in my next CD collection video.